is taking football to another place.
Pep Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola.
Men's coach of the year is Pep Guardiola.
He's racked up every record almost in the book.
The guy never came third place. He's always first or second.
A style of football which is being revered, copied and mirrored.
What he's done for even the way he's just changed football. Transformed football in many ways.
He's one of the best managers. But Guardiola, he killed the game.
Capello on Pep. He has done tremendous damage to football.
Why everyone is copying Guardiola? Because now we got robots.
As you can see, you have to stay in your position.
You will never see a player like Ronaldinho anymore.
How did one manager become so influential that entire leagues adjusted just to compete?
The swinger, and short of the goal!
Pep Guardiola's ideas pushed modern football into a new era. One defined by positional intelligence, controlled rhythm, and structural superiority. Today, we explore the mind of the coach who transformed European football, the architect behind a tactical revolution, and the figure whose influence still shapes the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Only a rare few create entire eras of football, where ideas spread across continents and force the sport to evolve. Pep Guardiola is one of them. His influence became so widespread that some fans argue he became too good, so dominant and so consistent that he made football feel predictable. But the truth is deeper. Guardiola didn't ruin football. He raised its level. He built teams that played with intelligence, structure, and purpose, reshaping coaching education, recruitment priorities, and tactical language. Rivals had to study him, adapt to him, or invent new answers simply to survive. His fingerprints stretch across the 2024 and 2025 seasons, where a younger generation of tactical thinkers now challenge the empire he created. Early life and rise. Pep Guardiola was raised inside Barcelona's youth academy, where understanding ideas mattered as much as technical skill. Coaches taught him to value spacing, rhythm, and positional responsibility. As a midfielder under Johan Cruyff, Guardiola absorbed the foundations of the positional play that defines modern football. Cruyff became the lens through which Pep viewed every moment on the pitch. Guardiola never believed football should rely on improvisation alone. He wanted structure, patterns that freed players to express themselves within a collective idea. When Barcelona offered him the chance to coach their B team, his tactical identity sharpened. He experimented with spacing, circulation, pressing triggers, and build-up patterns. His teams played with clarity and bravery. Within a year, he was appointed first-team manager, one of the fastest rises in elite football history. Barcelona trusted him because he believed completely in the club's football identity. Breakthrough at Barcelona. Barcelona in 2008 was talented but directionless. Guardiola arrived with a clear and demanding vision. He wanted a team that dominated every phase of the game, a team that manipulated space as effortlessly as the ball, a team where positioning became a shared, living responsibility. Under Guardiola, Barcelona suffocated opponents. They kept possession not for show, but to control match tempo and remove chaos. They pressed with intelligence, cutting off passing angles instead of chasing blindly, and they placed Lionel Messi at the center of a system designed to magnify every part of his game. When Messi dropped into midfield, defenders lost their reference points. When he drifted between lines, the entire structure tilted around him. The new game plan explained. Over the years, Guardiola's tactical blueprint evolved far beyond his Barcelona foundations. At Manchester City, he built a system that behaves like a highly coordinated machine. In possession, City often form a 3-2-5 shape. The back three provides stability. The midfield double pivot controls circulation. The front five stretch the pitch, opening interior passing lanes. This structure allows City to manipulate opponents patiently. They move the block from side to side until a gap appears, then accelerate instantly. Passes break lines. Runners hit empty spaces. The tempo shifts in a heartbeat. Guardiola treats possession as a form of pressure. Opponents must constantly think, constantly adjust, constantly chase. Even when City look calm, they're controlling the match's rhythm. Transition moments follow the same logic. When City lose the ball, the nearest players react immediately, collapsing around the ball and sealing off escape routes. This counterpress doesn't just win possession, it wears down the opponent's confidence. Tactical reinvention and key features. Guardiola has reinvented multiple positions across modern football. His use of inverted fullbacks reshaped how teams build attacks. By moving fullbacks into midfield zones, he created numerical superiority in the center and strengthened counter-control. This idea spread across Europe almost immediately. He redefined winger roles too. Instead of hugging the touchline, his wingers pinch into narrow channels, combining with midfielders and drawing defenders inward. Once the defense collapses, Guardiola releases an outside runner, often a fullback or wide midfielder, into open space. Opponents cannot cover every layer at once, and the structure always finds the free man. Defensively, Guardiola emphasized controlling space rather than retreating. His teams defend by compressing the pitch, forcing opponents toward the sidelines where passing options disappear. They limit choices until opponents give the ball away. Why it terrifies opponents. Facing a Guardiola team drains both physical and mental energy. Opponents spend long stretches defending, running further, and reacting more than City's players, who use the ball to manage intensity. Even when opponents win possession, the relief is brief. City immediately press, trap, and win it back. What should be a moment to breathe becomes another opportunity for mistakes. Players often describe the experience as a cycle of frustration. You close one passing lane, City adjust. You force them wide, the ball returns to the middle. You win the ball, City swarm you within seconds. Guardiola's football reduces randomness, the very thing underdogs depend on. The impact on European football. Guardiola's influence extends far beyond Manchester City. The Premier League shifted noticeably during his tenure. Clubs began investing in technically gifted defenders, deeper midfield rotations, and structured build-up play. Youth academies now train players to play through pressure instead of avoiding it. His influence in Germany remains strong from his Bayern Munich era. Bundesliga coaches adopted principles of spacing, overloads, and midfield dominance. His build-up patterns also influence national teams and academy systems. The case for recognition. Guardiola's greatness isn't measured by trophies alone. Players who work under him describe how he changes the way they see football. He corrects tiny details, body orientation, timing, spacing that transform careers. His training sessions are intense and precise. Patterns repeat until they become instinct. He pushes players to understand space, tempo, and collective responsibility. His goal isn't simply to win the next match, but to build a team capable of adapting to any opponent, in any stadium, under any pressure. Guardiola and the modern rivals of 2024 and 2025. The current seasons feature the strongest group of tactical minds attempting to challenge Guardiola. Xabi Alonso blends controlled possession with explosive transitions. His Leverkusen side moves like a compressed spring, capable of tightening and releasing instantly. He uses width, tempo shifts, and hybrid structures to attack positional teams. Alonso represents a fresh interpretation of Guardiola's foundations, combined with his own modern twists. Rúben Amorim approaches the game with intensity and verticality. His sporting teams shrink the pitch with aggressive pressing and courageous central play. His system is one of the few theoretically capable of disrupting Guardiola's rhythm at its source by directly challenging the middle of the pitch. Pep Guardiola stands at the center of a football transformation that spans more than a decade. He built systems that appear simple but demand mastery. He constructed teams that controlled tempo, shape, and space. He influenced an entire generation of coaches, from youth football to the Champions League. The idea that he ruined football misses the truth. Guardiola elevated the sport to a level where ideas matter as much as athleticism. He sharpened the margins and expanded what was possible. Whether he stays at Manchester City or moves on, his legacy is untouchable. If this deep look into Guardiola's influence helped you understand the modern game more clearly, share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us which part of his legacy stands tallest to you. Do you believe another manager can reshape football the way he did? Or will his blueprint guide the next generation for years to come? Make sure you subscribe so you never miss more stories exploring the thinkers who shape football's evolution. Thank you for watching.